Why do the rich keep getting richer while the rest remain trapped in struggle? The answer isn't luck, it isn't talent, it isn't even hard work. It's strategy, invisible strategies, cold, calculated, almost ruthless principles that the wealthy obey while the rest of the world never even sees them. This is not about motivation. It's not about thinking positive. It's about power. And if you want to stop being prey in this game of wealth, you must learn the hidden laws that the rich live by. These are the 9 dark laws of wealth and power, each one forged from psychology, history, and human behavior itself. Each one designed to shift control into the hands of those willing to use them. The question is, will you be one of them? The first law is silence. Silence is not weakness. Silence is not ignorance. Silence is a weapon. The poor speak endlessly, explaining themselves, oversharing, begging to be understood. The rich know better. They let others reveal themselves first. They let others spill secrets, expose weaknesses, and show their hands, all while they remain silent. In a negotiation, the one who talks least holds the most power. In a room full of noise, the silent one commands attention. And in the game of wealth, silence becomes a shield and a sword. History proves it. Kings, generals, CEOs, the most powerful rarely spoke more than necessary. Their silence created mystery. Their words, when finally spoken, carried the weight of authority. Psychologically, humans fear the unknown. Silence forces others to fill the gaps with their own assumptions, and assumptions, when wrong, can be manipulated. So the law is clear. Stop wasting words. Start wielding silence. The second law is unreadability. Predictability is weakness. If people can guess your next move, you've already lost. The rich understand this. They move in ways that cannot be mapped. They send signals that contradict. They keep allies guessing and enemies off balance. Consider the great power players of history. They rarely showed their true emotions. Their faces revealed nothing. Their strategies unfolded in unexpected ways. This unpredictability made them dangerous and respected. The poor, by contrast, are transparent. Their moods are obvious. Their choices predictable. Their goals plain for all to see. This makes them easy prey. Psychologically, unpredictability triggers caution. People hesitate when they can't read you. They second guess. They overthink. And in that hesitation, you gain control. The lesson is brutal. If people can read you, they can use you. If they can't read you, they fear you. So guard your face, guard your emotions, guard your intentions. Be a storm behind closed doors and a calm sea in public. The third law is patience. Impatience is poverty. Urgency is weakness. The rich know that the greatest opportunities require waiting. Sometimes years, sometimes decades. Predators in the wild don't chase every movement. They watch, they stalk, they conserve energy. And when the moment is perfect, they strike. The wealthy mirror this exact strategy. They don't chase every dollar. They don't grab every opportunity. They wait for the openings others are too restless to see. Consider Warren Buffett. He didn't become one of the richest men alive by frantic action. He became rich by waiting, by studying, by striking only when the odds were overwhelming. Patience turns time into an ally. Impatience turns time into an enemy. And in psychology, nothing unsettles people more than someone who refuses to be rushed. The law is simple. Do not move fast. Move correctly, because the predator who waits will always own the prey who runs blind. The fourth law is leverage. The poor trade time for money. The rich trade leverage for freedom. Leverage is the invisible engine behind wealth. It can be money, influence, technology, or knowledge, but without it, your power will always be limited. The greatest fortunes in history were built on leverage. Andrew Carnegie built an empire by leveraging steel, networks, and systems. Modern billionaires leverage technology, capital, and influence to multiply their reach beyond imagination. Leverage allows you to work once and benefit endlessly. It turns hours into years, effort into empire. But leverage is a weapon that demands control. If you don't master it, it masters you. Debt becomes a trap. Influence becomes a burden. Technology becomes outdated. Psychologically, leverage creates exponential advantage. A single decision with the right leverage multiplies outcomes in ways the impatient cannot see. So remember, don't just work harder, work smarter. Seek leverage, multiply yourself. Because in the game of power, leverage is the kingmaker. The fifth law is narrative. Reality is not fixed, it's perceived, and perception is shaped by story. The rich understand this deeply. They craft narratives that control not only their wealth, but the way the world sees them. Consider brands like Apple, Nike, or Tesla. They are not selling products, they are selling stories. Stories of innovation, dominance, and aspiration. That narrative becomes the invisible currency driving billions in value. On a personal level, narrative shapes your identity. If you tell yourself you're a victim, you will live like one. If you tell yourself you're unstoppable, others will start to see it too. Narrative is power because humans respond emotionally to story more than logic. Story shapes beliefs. Beliefs shape decisions. Decisions shape reality. So the law is clear. You must control the narrative, or it will control you. Guard your story. Refine your words. Shape perception. The battle for power is fought in the mind before it's fought in the world. The sixth law is substitution. Everything in power is a trade. Time for money, effort for influence, privacy for security. The rich understand the value of substitution. They exchange the right things to gain something far greater. When Napoleon wanted to win battles, he didn't fight every enemy head-on. He substituted direct conflict for strategy, maneuver, and surprise. When billionaires build empires, they substitute resources, outsourcing tasks they cannot master, focusing on what only they can do. Substitution is the art of identifying what matters most and replacing what doesn't. It's a mindset of ruthless efficiency. Psychologically, substitution frees mental energy. It eliminates distraction. It sharpens focus, and focus is where true power grows. The law is simple. Don't chase everything. Choose what to replace, what to delegate, what to let go, and what to fight for. In the economy of power, substitution is not compromise, it is mastery. By now, you see the pattern. These laws aren't random rules. They are a system, a hidden blueprint for control, influence, and lasting wealth. But the real mastery comes in applying them together. Law 7 will show you how to turn influence into an unstoppable force. Law 8 will reveal the secret armor no one talks about. Law 9 will expose the hidden truth behind all power. Because the final laws don't just give you wealth, they give you dominance. The seventh law is silence. Power thrives in the shadows. Words can inspire, but they can also betray. Silence is a weapon few truly master. The powerful know. The less you say, the more you control. A well-timed silence can unsettle opponents, create mystery, and sharpen your influence. History is full of leaders who mastered silence. Churchill knew when to speak and when to stay silent. The greatest deals were struck not in words, but in quiet negotiation. Psychologically, silence forces others to reveal themselves. It gives you control of the conversation without uttering a word. It's not just restraint, it's strategic dominance. The law is simple. Never underestimate the power of saying less. Silence is a shield, a weapon, and a statement all at once. The eighth law is resilience. Power without resilience is like a fortress without walls. It collapses under pressure. Resilience is the invisible armor that protects everything you build. The great empires fell not because they lacked resources, but because they lacked the will to endure. Resilience is what turns setbacks into stepping stones, failure into fuel, and pain into power. Resilience is built through adversity. Every challenge is a test. every trial an opportunity to strengthen your inner fortress. On a personal level, resilience is mental discipline. It's the ability to stand firm when the storm comes, to keep moving when the path disappears. The law is clear. Fortify your mind before fortifying your empire. Resilience isn't given, it is forged. The ninth law is truth. Every kingdom stands on truth, but the truth you control is your kingdom's foundation. Truth shapes perception. Perception shapes power. The most dangerous leaders are those who control the truth without revealing it. But the most lasting power comes when truth is wielded wisely, transparently, and strategically. Truth is not absolute. It is shaped by narrative, perception, and influence. That's why those who master truth control reality itself. The final law teaches you that power is not about force. It is about alignment. Align your truth with your vision, your story, and your strategy. When you do, you create an unstoppable force. Control the truth, and you control everything. Conclusion: the master blueprint. These 9 laws are not isolated rules. They form a hidden blueprint for mastery. Power is not given, it is created. It is forged in the shadows, built with strategy, protected with resilience, and wielded through perception. The world is a game. Every interaction, every choice, every moment is a move on the chessboard of life. Those who understand these laws move with precision. They anticipate, they adapt, they dominate. This is not just knowledge, it's a way of life. These laws are your keys, your armor, your path to mastery. Now it's up to you. Will you stand by as life happens to you? Or will you master the game and shape reality itself? Because once you understand these laws, you stop being a player. You become the game. The question is, are you ready?